Okay, so here's a little bit of a demonstration of each of those keys. Alright, so the first one is the caps lock key. So if we were to hit on caps lock and we were to do some typing, that would be with the caps lock off. Hitting the caps lock would just automatically lock every single time I hit that A letter. It would automatically type it in caps. So let's just type some other words. See? So I didn't have time to hit that shift key all the time. That's just keeping it all in caps lock. Here is an example now. Just take it off caps lock. Just make sure. Yep, that's off caps lock. So with the shift key, that's the one that we hit where we want to start a capital letter at the beginning of a word. So if we're going to write McGurk is the name, so we'll hit the shift key to do the capital E, take the finger off the shift key, RKS, and then we're hitting the space bar. This is the space bar located here down the bottom, this very big long one down here. So that will create a space. I've hit the space bar, you can see the cursor's moved across. And then we're hitting the shift bar to make a capital M. McGurk. Alright, so that's how you would get the capital letters. It's also, I'll just do a couple more space bars, if you were going to do the name of a place. So for example, Sydney, you do the capital, hit the shift key, S. Okay, so for places, for people's names. Alright, also if you were talking about East Sydney, that would also be a capital, so that would be shift E, space, shift S. Oops. Okay. Now, if you were going to just write it's in the east, we're not using east as a name, as part of a name, we're just using it as a direction, and that would just be without a capital letter. Okay. Alright, let's just move on. You know how the shift key works now. We're going to come down here and have a look at the tab key. So say we've typed some letters here and then a few more underneath there. Okay, now we want to line them all up, so we're going to place our cursor at the front of our typing and we're going to hit a tab key. Alright, and then we're going to bring it down to the next line, hit the cursor onto the beginning, and then hit tab, backspace. You can see where it's actually lined them up. Okay, so that just aligns all of our text there by hitting the tab key. It indents it over. The enter key helps us drop a line. So we've got a lot of writing here. We want to go to the next line. We hit the enter key and then we can just keep typing. Alright, that drops the line. The backspace key. We've done a lot of typing. Oops, we've made a mistake. We hit the backspace key and you can see how it's deleting all of the text. Little bit of revision here again is the cursor, which is what we're seeing live here flashing, and below here is the cursor controls. So I'm going to just left click to bring my cursor down to right next to the cursor controls, and you watch me. If I actually place my cursor arrow up, the cursor's moving up. I'm moving it down, I'm moving it to the, I'll just tab across for a minute. I'll just move it to the left. I'll move it to the right. Very good. Okay, and finally here again is that space bar. Okay, that's that very long one. So that's the space between each word here. You'd be using the space bar.